after the game the other night? Were you still getting held?
Oh, yeah. One of my friends in my risk management class told me he was sitting in the end zone. He watched me play with some guy. He said a guy had his arm wrapped all around me. And I said, yeah, it's the usual. We're used to it.
Instead of talking about yourself so much, the very end of the game, Trenton Thompson made quite a tackle on that boy. Is that just we haven't seen much of that from the media fans either. Is that a preview of what Georgia fans can expect from that kid the next few years?
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps working and listening to Coach Rock, I mean, the sky's the limit for him. You see how big he is now. I mean, he's just, it was a heck of a play. I really enjoyed seeing it. I mean, the whole sideline got hyped over it, and I mean, if he keeps his head on right, the future's bright for him.
Do you guys watch film together as a defense whenever, or just in your position groups?
Yeah, on every Monday or something, the first day back, we'll sit there, get together, watch the good, the bad, and the ugly, as Coach Bruce like to call it, like certain clips of the game, and then break off individually and watch it with your segments.
Gotcha.
Jordan, y'all have Southern University and FCS team this week. Next week, Alabama, CBS is coming, all that. Are you hearing about the Alabama game already, and are you concerned that that's going to – y'all think y'all can keep Alabama next week and keep your focus on this week?
I mean, with the way last season happened, when the situation in Florida, when we were getting Todd back and everything, I mean, I feel like that was a learning experience for us, and with the guys who were there, I feel like that's not going to be a problem this year because we're going to make sure we reiterate it day in and day out that we take us one game at a time and treat every opponent the same and don't look ahead.
Jordan, you played a lot as a freshman. What do you feel like was the biggest lesson you learned during that 2012 season?
Biggest lesson I learned in the 2012 season is one. I mean, what would be the biggest lesson? There's a lot of things happening. I mean, I guess really that. I mean, you have to practice. I mean, what am I trying to say? To play well on Saturdays, you have to practice well leading up to it. You can't just show up Saturday and expect to just dominate on the field. And after the end of that season, that's something I really learned.
Do any of these 21 freshmen that found their way on the field, you found yourself telling them that this year, especially now that you're a senior?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do that and on the defensive side of the ball, and I know Jonathan and all the other offensive leaders tell that to their players as well. I mean, it's just something that really the whole team has really worked to embody throughout, I mean, with the new staff change, really with just leading up to this season here.
You mentioned a minute ago talking about learning from that experience last year in Florida and with Todd and all that. Is that a discussion like you may have with Leonard or another guy on the team that's been around for a while? I mean, do you talk about that to or John or other team leaders about, hey, we've got to keep everybody focused, it's our job? Do you guys discuss that within your circle?
Yeah, we'll have like little leaders meetings where we sit there and discuss like how we think the weeks go, what we think we need to say to the guys, and I mean, we really just that's something we have talked about, and we talked about it yesterday after practice on the defensive side of the ball we did, and we really need to keep that in guys' heads and just to really teach them how to play like a pro and practice like a pro.
Are you at liberty to say who's in those leadership meetings? Like what players, what coaches?
I mean, I can't really say, but I mean, it's we got a good amount of guys. It's not just one or two people. It's people from. It's like because you can't just have senior leaders because I mean they don't get along. We got people that can lead different parts of the team. Like if some people don't get along with some people, I mean it's just we have a good blend of leaders in our leadership.
Did you know before Saturday's game that Jake was getting hitched?
Yeah, he actually told me a week or so ago. Like he was saying he was gonna either wait till he got if he got to be a captain or after one of the games and do it. And that was one of the things I kept trying to. Me and him kept laughing about it on the road, and I was really excited to see that happen. And one of the funniest things I've heard him say about that is his girlfriend got 11,000 followers and. He only got like 5 from it. It's like I see who they really care about in this relationship.
What did you think about proposing on the G? Did you think that was a pretty cool?
Oh yeah, I thought it was really nice. I thought it was really sweet for his girlfriend, well now fiance. And I mean that's really just taking stride. I mean all the little Twitter pages like relationship goals and such like that, all of that pictures of him on it. And they always tag his girlfriend, but they will never tag him. Yeah, I watched it. I wasn't on the field. I walked away like right in the tunnel, watched it happen, and then came inside. And I mean, it's just a great thing. I'm happy for him and his family. And I just know I know he messed up some other guys in relationship with the girls because he said he got some message from other guys saying, thanks, Gaines. Now my girlfriend wants me to do the same thing. Pretty funny.
So the real question here is, why didn't you offer him up your captain spot so that he could do it in that role?
The funny thing is, we did joke about that the weekend before this one. I was like, well, shoot, man, you still got this week. Don't worry. But I figured he was going to do it next week with Bama, but I mean, I knew the player he was. I knew he was going to get captain, and I tried to tell him to wait for that. But it's funny that he did it right before he got to be a captain. But I mean, he led the team in tackles, so it was also a sweet thing to do for that.
Are you pushing